Okay, so it's crazy, but it's not crazy. Like I be going through this, but I be going through this shit, but I just love to talk about it. I gotta talk about it. So, I had started a story a couple of months ago, and the story, the vision that I got was a platform of people, right? So this platform just floats on top of the water, okay, and it's close to Bermuda, but not really close. So, um, when I wrote the story, I had no idea why the story went off into this place. Okay, so, um, but it's a platform, and the vision that I saw, it was like a metal plate that was floating above the water. And over time, after generations of these individuals that lived on this platform, they would just build. They would build on different levels of the platform. So the thing is how they get their materials is that planes would crash and fall out of the sky. And so once the plane crashes and falls and it breaks apart, the pieces would float to the top, and the pieces would be given to them by the water god of Nashe. Because I had been introduced to Nashe as a deity, um, but she had disappeared, you know. So I was like, okay, because when she came to me, I picked up on a love story between her and Poseidon. Okay, now the Poseidon is Greek mythology, so Nashe is Sumerian mythology. So I'm just like, wow, all of these star-crossed lovers, this is why I just be in that love shit, because it's kind of like, I don't know. Man, I'm supposed to be coupling up people. I know I am, but I just, I can't do it for regular human beings. But the thing is that there are so many pastime life stories, that have been hidden from the knowledge in which that is presented, today in the world. So when I connect to these deities, when I connect to spirit guides, angels, ancestors, they're telling me their stories. So, I was just like, wow, I didn't even know, that they were star-crossed lovers. And then I was hearing something about Mommy Wata, as if she was like the third party or some shit like that. But I mean, I don't know. I think she was actually, her and Poseidon had a sacred alliance together. So, it was very overwhelming for me at that time to take all of that in. So, I kind of cut the story, I stopped working on the story because I felt like, you know, um, I just felt like I needed to get my mind right. I needed to work on my mental health before I start getting into everything. So today, my baby daddy, he comes to me, and God has been present. I'm trying to tell you, because God is very informative. When God is not with him, he think he know everything. So he always trying to tell me shit, you know. And then he's not really interested in things outside of the box. So he came to me, and he sent me this video of this place. I'm gonna play it. Santa Cruz del Islote. I think del Islote, something. You have to forgive me. So this is an island, and it's only a little bit bigger than like a football field. And I've been watching this video. I'm just like, oh my fuck the God. Like, this 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 was not what I saw, but this was a part of my vision. I didn't even know this shit existed, so I had to look at the video. I think the video came out in 2024. So he sent me like a couple of videos, and they were on like different like weird shit going on within the world. But there's also a place called Lagos. Okay, so I felt a presence with Santa Cruz del Islote. I felt a presence with Santa Cruz, say, you know what I'm saying? And then when I watched the video on Lagos, I said, oh my God, it's two people. There are two people on one on each island. And these two individuals are supposed to come together in love and marry, and they're supposed to rule and change the way of living. You know, when I did my research on these platforms, it's cool, right? But at the same time, I understand living. I completely understand just living, right? But at the same time, it's not like you can roam land. You can't migrate. You're stuck on a platform. So there's not much room for experience or uh, too much growth or understanding when it comes to the children and them learning. You know, if they don't have plans to leave that platform or to leave that island, then there's no point in having like good education, teaching the kids shit for real, for real. So, but personally, I feel like children should, but I can't even say that because there are parts in Africa to where children are not going to school neither. But the thing is that they have land to roam. These places are overpopulated. At first it was beautiful, but at the same time, it's kind of like, man, they're not taking care of this shit. And yeah, they got excuses, but my thing is that if you have no government, if you don't have any organization, you can expect messiness. There is no order. There are no resources, but and they don't have the luxury of convenience and all this type of stuff like that. So it's very patient. It's a very patient lifestyle to have. But I was just like, wow, they could get so much more creative. They do. It's kind of like trash. There's like a lot of trash around, and sometimes trash comes in from, another island. When they dump their trash, the trash ends up flowing over to them. So, but I'm just like, man, you could take that shit and you can recycle, like you have certain tools to where you can melt shit down, crush shit up, like you could even expand on that island if they can get their hands on some type of cement, So I was just like, wow, man, that shit is beautiful. It's beautiful, but at the same time, it's not, because the living conditions are terrible. It's hard to be healthy. It's hard to be clean. Um, and outside of what the video shows, I'm pretty sure there's some other bullshit, going on. But in both of these places, the number one thing that individuals want the most is the peace. There is no crime. I'm just like, wow. You know, because if you think about it, like the hoods, the hoods, the projects, the ghettos or whatever in America, there's so much crime. These individuals are living the same way, maybe even under worser conditions. I'm going to say worser conditions. And there is no crime on this fucking island. It's a very peaceful place. And as scavenger as it is, people are not uptight. They're not, bitter. They find joy and happiness in the art of just living, just being. And of course, for individuals who, like ourselves, we may look at this like, oh, that's sad, oh, that's trifling, this, and that. Yeah, half and half it is, but at the same time, there's so much potential here. So, I'm just like, man, there's a girl on one of these islands, and this girl, she is a star seed. She's not, she's a star seed, like she's not completely human, and she has the ability to heal this whole fucking island. She has the ability to heal all of these people, and there's something special and significant about her. Cause when I was looking at everything, I'm just like, they need a leader. They need a leader, and they need a leader to put together like different groups or committees to work on certain things within the island, and it needs to be a collective thing for the whole island, So it was just my mind was just fucking blown. I'm just like, damn, who is this girl? Like, I want to find her. I think that she's a young girl. I feel like she may be a teenager. I pick up something to where she escaped trafficking, and she made it to this island. And she's trying to, like, she does not want to be known. She does not want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's happy on this island, but there is something that is going on here. I'm trying to put it together. Now, there's definitely different energy within these two places, because the video that I just played, this seems to be more feminine. It's more creative. It doesn't have a leader. They do have a government, but not really. Not really. Okay. But when it comes to Lagos, they have a ruler, and it seems to be a little more conscious, on Lagos than it is with the Santa Cruz. Okay, so I think that she's on that island and he's on Lagos. I wonder if the ruler, is he a good ruler? He's the one. Is he the one? Is somebody else? Is it somebody in his family? Because they the position gets handed down from family. So is it somebody in his family? See, it's not somebody in his family. So the man who is meant to take over Lagos in the future, him and this woman on that other island, they're like kindred spirits. They're like star-crossed lover, twin flames. So it's hard for them to rise. It's hard for them to rise, like, out of... It's hard for them to rise out of that place. It's hard. When I say rise, I'm talking about healing. I just don't understand. I couldn't believe this shit. I said, you know what? I told my son's father, I said, my Everclear story talks about individuals being on a platform too. So then I started thinking to myself, I'm just like, what's up with me and these floating platforms? At first I got offended because I'm just like, damn, you trying to say... I know your ass ain't trying to say my consciousness is on the same level as these people. You know what I'm saying? it's nothing wrong with it. My thing is that yes, I desire peace, freedom, and I think it's a cool idea to be away from society, just floating somewhere. But I'm practical too. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the desperation that people feel to live a peaceful life, especially in other countries. Because it be some terrible shit going on in other countries. America is psychologically abusive. So America will leave you psychologically damaged and financially. But in other places, it's definitely ruthless because, you know, the scarcity of things and then the lack of authority or, you know, individuals who are able to govern. And then the ones that you have govern and the ones that you have in power, some of them are pretty cricket. So I said, wow. I just don't understand. I haven't put it all together yet. But I couldn't believe this. I'm just like, wow. So I think that Everclear was for the woman. I feel like this next story is going to be for the man. It's going to be for Legos. There's something about Legos that gives me like an eerie feeling. I don't think those people are as happy as they portray themselves. Because whenever they have tourists, it's kind of like, so Santa Cruz has tourist spots, and they have special things for tourists, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's kind of really all about the money. You will get special treatment. You know what I mean? You'll get better treatment than the individuals that live there. They work hard to accommodate you, to be real good to you, to be real nice to you and all that type of stuff because, they want the money. You're spending your money. Then on top of that, that's just like a very peaceful place, so they say. When it came to the Legos, for one, they limit the tourists. And then on top of that, it's like they spent majority of their time with the tourists. I'm just like, why are they trying to watch him so closely? Like, why are they trying to, I just got like a real eerie feeling that there's a lot that they're trying to hide. I mean, it's not too much that they can hide, but I just kind of feel like the way that they try to glamorize the situation. Well, for one, that shit won't work, and you can't glamour. It's not too much glamour there. It's more so of organicness. But they was trying to glamorize the shit. So, I'm just like, oh, I see something. I sense something going on here. I think that there's some type of abuse taking place, there's some type of, I pick up torture, I pick up some type of torture. But my thing is that you're on an island. Your mind is going to get bored. You're not thinking of ideas as to how to expand, how to make life better. You may look around and say, "Oh, we don't have this, we don't have that," but you got trash all over the place. You can melt some shit down and start recycling. That's what I'm saying. It's these places are meant for creativity to flourish. But when it comes to the Legos, it's kind of like, that dude, there's something off about him. And I think that he's very smart too, because I think that he has people assembled. And I think that he talks to the people about what to show, you know, there's some type of twistedness. He has a lot of mind control over these people, you know. This shit is crazy. You know, it was weird because the guy, he was emphasizing a lot on the harsh conditions, you know, and he kept kind of subliminally insinuating that, you know, the people should be moved, you know, they should be given different chances and opportunities. And the guy is just like, no, well, we like living here, we love living here. It's more so about other individuals supporting. But I'm going to tell you, I agree with that, with people supporting, but you're not taking care of that shit. Nobody wants to donate to a dump. That's what I'm saying. Like, as human beings, we are designed to adapt. So you may look around and you may be okay with the situation. You may think or feel like or see that there's nothing more you can do, but there's absolutely more you can do with the trash. It's about recycling. You have to recycle in a place like that. Now, Santa Cruz seems a little more creative, but it's real, it just kind of seems real lazy. You know, I can imagine it's hot. You know, there's not much to do. You really don't have to worry about working. I don't know. That shit crazy. But they do have to pay rent. Like, their rent is anywhere from $50 to $75. And I'm just like, what money are they making? The only money that moves around in that place is from when the tourists come in. You know? So they got somewhat of an idea, but this is this is the shit. This ooh. I was just like, man, I wish I could get a hold of that place. I wish that I could go and teach the people stuff, you know. Well, not necessarily. I would rather want to look around to see what they got to work with. You know, all you need is space. And if you don't have space, you can't create space. You know, you got trash. You can do something with it. You know, it don't matter if it's plastic, paper, aluminum, glass. You know, you just need to be able to melt shit down. So I got real excited. I'm just like, wow, there's so much that they can do with those places. You know, and I understand why people are not willing to help, because it looks like a dump. You know, that's what I'm saying. Who wants to do that? Who wants to invest in that? The people look, they, you know, they look ungrateful, you know, because it's like you can tell they could be doing a little bit better. But I'm just saying, but that's human nature. You know, just like when we was cave women and cave men. You know what I'm saying? There was just certain things, a certain way in which that we was living. So you can't really say too much about that. I don't know. Legos it just seems real. It just gave me like this darkness, this dark tint. You know, I pick up some type of torture going on over there too. And I picked up some trafficking too. You know, and I pick up that there's money, they have money, there's money somewhere there. You know, I don't think that it would actually be on that island. But I think that there are other people that are involved. So maybe they have an account for the individual that or a individual that is there, it may not be the leader of the Legos. Maybe they're housing somebody, and this person is, maybe this person, I pick up an account that they set up. So, this dude, it's like money, they have the money is being stored. As long as they are housing whoever they are hiding, to do their dirty work. Mm. I just kind of pick up like some snuff, them snuff films, like some dark web type shit, you know. Mm. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh, my light came on. Look at that shit. Damn. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody cares enough to do anything about it. I think that that's why, I think that that's why they chose that spot. They know nobody would care. And then you have so much going on the surface, but I do kind of pick up that there may be some tunnels or some caves in that motherfucker, like below or something. Or maybe just some restricted places with some secret rooms or something, but I think it's more so underground. I think that somebody is investigating like a snuff case. Okay? I ain't trying to get too much into this. Like that shit is way too dark for me. That shit way too dark for me. Like I can't, I need some help. I need some help with some shit like this. Because it is so dark, like I need a flashlight. I need a spiritual high beam to be able to really see. But shit, maybe it's not my fucking business. But I think it's some type of investigation, and I think that's why they may be trying to get that shit shut down, and they need to. I hope that they shut that shit down. I hope that they shut that shit down. They got to get the people off of the platform. I pick up it's the people. The people, they may not know, but there's so many of them. It's like there's something significant about the ground. There are doors, underground doors on the grounds. Maybe even in people's homes, and they have like rugs or blankets on the floor, covering the shit up. They need to shut that shit down. There's something too. They're poisoning the ocean too. There's something about what they're doing. They're poisoning the ocean. That's a hard case to fight because the ocean is so big. Like, shit gets filtered. But I feel like it has a lot to do because the fish, terrestrial life is mutant. It's like mutant. It's, it's mutating. They think that they're just discovering like new life in the water, but no, these are mutation due to certain shit. There's something here about sharks. Something here about sharks. Damn, I was gonna put that in my reading too. I mean, damn, not my reading. I was gonna put that in my story. You know, the whales are the spirit guides. Like, there are different species of whales and there are different species of sharks. I was gonna incorporate all of that in my story. Ooh. There's something special about that girl, though. Okay, I mean, that's all I pick up. That's all I'm picking up. That's all I'm picking up. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh. Somebody's talking. I feel like this is a meeting that took place a while ago to where, people are debating about what to do about Legos. That it is, I do believe there's some type of investigation going on, but, there's something here too to where, people are saying, well, if they want to live, if they want to live that way, they have the right to live that way. There are so many people involved in protecting this place because people are being paid, because it's like a whole ring. It's a whole ring. Maybe like the snuff and trafficking ring. So they're paying people to be advocates for, that island. They need to shut that shit down. I don't understand why. I don't understand why something hasn't come wipe that place out. I don't know. Who knows? So many questions. Ooh, I'm tired now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm kind of upset now cuz I just be feeling like I got all the I got all the ideas ain't nobody ever think of. Shit. This shit been around for fucking years. This shit been around for years. It sure ain't my imagination. It's the goddamn insight. Wow. But now it's, I like to write stuff. I like to do stuff sometimes without knowing the knowledge of it first. I feel like when I learn about some shit first, I feel like it's already planted in my mind. So I'm just like, I don't know if I can trust the information, because I didn't experience this shit. I wasn't enlightened to anything first, So now that I done found this place, I could study this place and I could incorporate it within, I can incorporate it within my story. Is that what I'm supposed to do? I didn't think so, cause all my shit is organic. Like I don't be doing no research. I let shit come to me when I write. I don't even know why I be writing some of the shit I be writing half of the time. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to mess up the magic. So we're going to put a halt to that story. We're not going to tell that story. Is that what you're telling me? We're just going to put a halt to it. Okay. Wow. Whew. Is that girl, is she like a young girl? Like a teenager? Oh. Does she know how powerful she is? She doesn't know. Does she deal with a lot of opposition? Oh my God, she does. Do people know of her? They know that she's there. But they can't get to her. That's why she's there. But spiritually, you know, she has her own challenges too. Cause I oh my goodness, I had a fucking dream last night. I had a fucking dream. Oh, I had a dream. I had a dream of some young girls, some teenagers. And they was picking, I don't know if they was bullying me or if they was bullying somebody else. I think they was trying to bully me. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just like, hold the fuck up. What's going on? I'm a whole fucking 37. These little bitches is like 15 and 16 years old. Why the fuck am I being bullied in this dream? Oh my goodness. And I was just like, why they look so exotic? Where the fuck am I? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My goodness, that must be her. That must have been her. I've been so tired lately. I just been like extremely tired, and you know, I usually don't do too much dreaming, but it hasn't been dreaming. It's like I have been getting insight to different places. So my dream, it was today. Was it today or was it yesterday? I think it was today. I was like, I woke up, I said, who them little bitches think they was trying to bully? You know? I was just like, what in the world? Now my thing is that their level of nastiness is not the level of nastiness that I have experienced. It's kind of like I was just sitting back and watching these girls. You know, they were pretty girls, but I mean, like one, you know, they weren't like dressed or anything like that. They were just real cute girls, and I was just like, why are they so cute? And but it wasn't like they was being mean. It's like they were like ignoring. It's like they were ignoring me and just talking like little stuff, but it wasn't vicious, you know. But it's enough to make another child feel, you know, like bad about herself, you know, because I mean they were cute little girls. You know, the one little girl had on a she had on a yellow shirt with a yellow t-shirt, you know, with blue shorts, flip-flops. They look clean, let's say it like that. That's what it is. They look clean. So I guess the girl I'm connecting to, she's not clean, but at the same time, you know, this girl has been through things that these other little girls don't know anything about. So she's just looking, so it's kind of like I'm seeing the world from her perspective, through her eyes. That shit crazy as hell. I was like, who are these little girls? Why am I having dreams about these young girls? I was just like, I'm thinking, I start asking questions. I said, oh shit. I said, am I about to have like an all girls little group or something? Like, what you trying to tell me? What is you trying to tell me? And everybody was wearing flip flops. I was wondering, I was like, why am I in this raggedy place? Wow. Wow. Mm. I don't think that this girl, I don't think she can see very well either. I think that she's losing her eyesight. Is she legally blind? I think she's legally blind. Does she need something for her eyes? I think that somebody sprayed something in her eyes. Or maybe she's just used to having her eyes closed, like blindfolded or something. Just having them closed. So she uses her imagination to help her get through. Is that what you're telling me? She closes her eyes and imagines she's somewhere else. She just didn't want to see the things that were being done to her. What are you saying? I think they may have experimented on her. I think they experimented on her. Oh, poor baby. Okay, so why are you telling me? What is the point? Why are you telling me? I can work through her. You want me to help her? In what way? With my art therapy. Okay. But, I mean, my art therapy consists of nothing but recycling. Like, so you want me to guide her, to resources, to use what she has around her. Oh man, this shit crazy. So I'm gonna have to start recycling every single little thing. I recycle. I got jars for days. I'm always recycling herbs, foods, leftovers in my jars, rice, grains. I mean, you name it, it's in jars. What level of recycling are you talking about? You talking about with the trash? You want me to recycle trash? Okay. You just want me to be more consistent, so you want recycling to actually be a part of my lifestyle. Is that what you're saying? Like everyday life. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? My head is spinning right now. My head is blown. Like, I can't think. I can't think. I can't hear you. I can't. Help her to recycle what she has. It's not about the trash. Help her to start off with what she has around her. It's not about other people. She needs to learn about her first. Her abilities first. Her capabilities. She's afraid. What is she afraid of? She's afraid to die. She must have had a lot of near-death experiences. Oh my goodness, I have to. That's why we're connecting. That's the number one reason why we're connecting. Oh my goodness. But she's a young woman, so she's a little more traumatized than me. Right. Well, I've healed my trauma. So the spirit guides, she hasn't had anybody to teach her. So you want me to work with her? Oh, I would be so honored. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of fucking Americans. I'm so sick of them. Sick of these fucking ungrateful ass. Ooh. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of these people and their bad-ass attitudes and their lack of gratitude. Oh, I'm so sick of it. It makes me sick to my stomach. I just want to rip my intestines out and just choke them with it. Okay. I want to be with her. I want to be with her as long as I can. You're not going to let me do that. Ooh. That hurts my feelings. Because other people need space to work with her. Is that what you're saying? She needs time to do it on her own. Oh. Oh, she's like the daughter I never had. Oh, God. She got to be about 14. She 14? 13. She's 13. Oh. Okay. Man, I'm trying to... You know, I was working on my animation film the other night. And, you know, one of my spirit guys was really trying to get my attention. You know, they knocked down my feathers. You know, I whenever I do work, you know, with individuals, like, because I'm always working with people. You know, there have been, you know, people just like regular people who have passed away at one point in time. You know, every once in a while I'll get random strangers that will come to me and, you know, they want something from me. You know, there was a woman who actually, a young woman, she was 19, she died out here, and she was shot by her boyfriend, but, you know, they didn't have all of the details on that situation, so she shared with me the details, and this was around the Scorpio. It was, I think, maybe 2023 or 2024, the pink moon, the Scorpio pink moon. So, you know, her and I did some healing work. Now, the thing is that whenever I'm done working with people and I go to the beach to recharge, when I do my grounding work, when I do my healing, working on more of my mental health, I find feathers. Okay, I got feathers from my grandmother, from my grandfather. You know, there have been like little children. You know, I found like little baby feathers. And the thing is that, I know you'll say, well, you can find a feather and pick it up anywhere. No, these feathers are positioned a specific way, letting me know that it's for me. Then on top of that, I hear somebody, I'll hear one of my spirit guides. They'll tell me, look to the right, look down to the right. And it's a feather. Okay. So feathers are how they pay me for the work in which that I do for them. And what I do with the feathers is I create spiritual tools, to clean out when I do a house blessing or when I do a house cleanse. I make like a little broom out of the feathers. There's so much work that I do with these feathers. I even use them for a couple of art pieces too. So, this is fucking amazing. My mind is just blown. Oh my goodness. So, I value my feathers. I really appreciate my feathers. So, the other day I was working on my animation. I was up for a long time and I was super focused. And I could feel somebody's presence. Somebody was telling me, come to bed, lay down, lay down. I was like, I don't want to. I'm working on my animation, and I just kept ignoring it, and then all of a sudden they knocked my feathers down. It was real aggressive. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I think that was Hawkins, because he doesn't speak, So whenever I work with him, everybody has to clear out, because I have to be able to feel him, to sense him intuitively, you know. So I think that was him. I think he slapped that shit down. He was mad. So, oh my God, I'm getting cramps. Oh my God. Oh, where is this coming from? She just started her period. She's embarrassed. Okay, I know what I gotta do. Oh, this is so fucking perfect. This is perfect. Thank you. Finally, I can utilize my true creativity. Oh my God, I can take myself beyond this shallow bullshit, and it can be effective in somebody's life, for real. God, thank you. Ooh, thank you. Oh, they don't appreciate me. They're a bunch of fucking idiots, and they're ungrateful. Oh, fucking losers. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Fucked up ass. So, ooh. They're fucking spoiled, man. Oh, God. Just the lack of gratitude. I felt that shit all over the world for Christmas, before Christmas, during Christmas. I'm like, oh my God, you're living and you're breathing, and you're so bitter and upset about Christmas, and you're sad and you're humdrum, and I get it, but at the same time, it's overwhelming. Ooh. 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 this is perfect, right? I'm about to come on my period too. So I'm going to start off with creating homemade sanitary napkins for our new little queen, our new little princess. Oh. Ooh. I like a challenge, you know. I like a challenge, especially when it comes to my creativity. I feel like the shit that I be doing, I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna be grateful for it. Just be grateful. Don't let other people's energy attach to you. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, oh, fucking human beings. I can't take it. Oh, oof, my God. They're monsters. They're monsters. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. I just had to get it out. I just had to get it out. Just had to get it out. I finally am chosen for some real shit. God. I'm so fucking happy. I'm so fucking happy right now. Oh, I get to utilize my gifts in a way. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Idiots. They're idiots. Oh, goodness. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Child, I feel like that was Mother Gaia, and I felt like that was mothers all over the world, and mothers in the astral plane. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I need to get back into my femininity. Oh, I gotta wax this pussy. I'm so. Ooh, that shit gonna hurt. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. So we spill over, we empty our cup. So now we go in and we refill our cup. We have been suppressing our disappointment for a very long time. Ooh. All right. Till the next time, we'll talk again.